What's up, everybody? We are back. John Delarose here, delarose.com. That's DELARROZ.com. I am a science fiction writer and comic creator, so if you like my reviews here, definitely go to my links below. Check out my books. Would appreciate it if you guys would support the channel, support what we're doing, and support great science fiction. This is Valerian, Volume 6, The Complete Collection. So this is 6 of 7. We're getting pretty close to the way things are over. There's one more left. I forgot that British books put their spines this direction rather than this direction. It's very odd to me every time. But we're getting into the 2000s with our beautiful team of Pierre Christin and Jean-Claude Mézières. And there's, of course, an essay at the beginning of all of these, which is beautiful. And then we get a little summary of each of these. The Hostages of Ultralum, The Orphan of the Stars, and In Uncertain Times. And so 96, 98, and 2001. And The Hostages is a pretty fun one. This is a nice start. I love the art in this so much. It's just got so many beautiful details and such cool world building to it. It's so unique. It's not too dark. It's not edgy sci-fi. It's got a cartoonist quality to it. But it also has tremendous detail. Look at the backgrounds here. Absolutely awesome stuff. And Valerian and Laureline in this one find themselves in a hostage situation where they have this this planetary prince's or king's or sheik or something like that. His son, and you see this guy here, gets kidnapped and they hunt him down. They're also being chased down by these bounty hunters. And they've got this guy who's like a biological living weapon, which is pretty funny to look at. He looks ridiculous. They always have such cool designs for things like this. And eventually they uncover that there's like this mining incident, that like these miners are being oppressed in all this deal. And that's who took the son as a hostage. And they try to, of course, resolve that. And the son wants to go with Laureline. He wants her to be his mommy. I mean, who could blame him, right? And the kid gets his tentacles cut off at the beginning of this. He's got little tentacles at the top of his head. And we get... it acts like it's a terrible thing at first, but then the kid grows them back. So no harm done. Just cool stuff all the way around through here. This is one of my favorite Valerian and Laureline stories right here. And they go off together, but they're still chased. And in this one, they're just being... The next one, The Orphan of the Stars, it continues from the first, and they're being hunted down by these bounty hunters who are after this kid. And they're trying to just get away. And they end up on this planet where they're like... It's like a Hollywood planet. And they're gonna... They want Laureline, of course, to be part of their Hollywood pictures. And they end up in a academy. Just kind of all over the map to these cool little world building spots, which are a lot of fun as they run away from these bounty hunters and eventually make it out safe. Cool stuff. Really enjoyable up until this point. And then in Uncertain Times, we kind of get back to the talk about like Galaxity, which is like the sort of Earth Empire of this whole deal. And they've disappeared and time's been rewritten. There's been problems over the course of this. You get some interesting computer graphics intertwined here at the beginning of this, which, you know, it doesn't match with the comic all that well. But they chase things down and they bring back like something from Volume 4, which was not my favorite. They have this like Trinity, which are these quote gods that are sent to cover Earth, and they're just kind of this is the three of them. It's I don't know. It's too much blasphemy for me, and so I tune out immediately when I see that, and it just makes me a little unhappy to get that in my book. But again, you get such cool designs of interesting aliens as they're uncovering a mystery over the course of this. We're finding there's these problems that they have to uncover on Earth back in the modern day, like we often have with them. And these gods get involved again. So not my favorite. I I just hate when those come back. Because it just isn't a good feel for the book compared to a lot of the other stuff. And eventually they go off to find Galaxity again, which they hope they can uncover. And I guess maybe in Volume 7 they're going to wrap that up so that the Earth and all that is restored. So as volumes go, I'd say this is my second least favorite volume because just of, the heresy elements to it. But, the first arc was pretty good through this also. So I will give it a 7.5 out of 10. I look forward to seeing the conclusion of this epic science fiction saga.